I've known how to say the alphabet backwards for years.
I've been playing my whole life for this.
Yeah. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey. Did I actually do it?
Oh my God.
I am so talented.
Oh, wow. Welcome to the Toni and Ryan podcast. My name is Ryan. This is Dr. Author, best-selling Dr. Author Toni Lodge.
Hello.
And gropey Toni Lodge, as it were.
Gropey Lodge.
We're standing next to each other at the approvals desk, and Tony's felt the need to touch my hand, and I didn't hate it.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you want to do it again while we call?
Oh, don't grab me on the tit.
The people that can't see what just happened just feel like I did. Sarah McDonald, Gold Coast, call her, please.
Roll up, Sarah McDonald.
Hello.
Hi,
Sarah, it's Toni and Ryan. How you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you guys?
We're good. I've got to say, Sarah, straight off the bat, give us your Scooby-Doo impersonation.
All right, let me warm up the vocal cords.
Oh.
That was incredible.
That was actually amazing.
Is Sarah still there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, it's back now.
Okay, great.
Yes.
That was honestly incredible. Did you know that they filmed the Scooby-Doo movies on the Gold Coast, like up in Queensland? So is that why? Were you in the film?
I am actually Scooby-Doo at Movie World. That's my day job.
I don't know what's better, the impression or the boldness of saying, guys, call me for an approval and I'll give you my Scooby-Doo impression.
I do a great impression of Scooby-Doo.
I love that. Sarah, will you approve today's episode?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yes.
Roll, Sarah.
Scoob. It's Sarah from the Gold Coast and I approve this podcast.
Welcome to Australia, where it's the AFL Grand Final tomorrow.
And if you're in Victoria, congratulations that you got a public holiday to do.
Isn't it crazy we have a public holiday on Friday because there's a game of football tomorrow?
Yeah, I just love Victoria.
We just need to get ready.
You know, Victoria has the most public holidays of any state in Australia.
It's too soon in the year to do fucked fact, but that is crazy.
Yeah.
That is huge.
Because like Victoria is the only one that has a day off for the Grand Final and for the Melbourne Cup as well.
Oh,
like
yeah,
horse
King's
racing,
birthday.
bit random, but like, okay.
Yeah, day off, I'll
King's
take it.
birthday, well, everybody has that. It's just at different times.
Yeah.
But like in WA, they don't have like extra days. And they have like a WA day long weekend, but still Victoria has more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most in Australia.
We're just
Isn't
doing
that a
it
great
right.
fact?
That is great, and I don't want to ruin the great tone of what a great energy it is today on YouTube.
No.
But when I walked in today, Sophie went, "Oh, nice shirt," and
You really did. So you did do that, Sophie. In fairness to Ryan, you did do that.
I'm wearing my Mind the Gap t-shirt from the UK.
Do you know what I think Sophie actually might have done? She might have gone, nice shirt, babe.
Oh.
She might have dropped a babe, I feel.
Who's the last person that laundered that shirt?
Well, Ryan actually did because we did a load of whites and he put that shirt with red dye on it in with all of our white clothes.
To be
so
fair-
I've got quite a few pairs of pink socks now, which is interesting.
Yeah. So, thank you for
This
those.
is what happens when we're housemates.
To be fair, it is majority white, and when you put a white shirt into like the laundry bin,
I've
you
got
don't.
a really nasty question for you. And I don't want you to take this personally.
Well, I already have.
Have you ever
Had a shower.
done a load of washing?
How fucking dare you?
Like, when was the last time?
Now there's a question.
Where, like,
No, I obviously have because I,
lived alone and
Yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah, blah. Own many properties. Yes, congratulations. But
nothing to do with
so
anything.
you know what? The
You're
thing
lashing
is,
out.
I'm lashing out because I'm on land. And now that I have decided I'm a sea dog, I think it's hard for me because you know how some people are uncomfortable on the sea? I'm uncomfortable on land. And so I'm just finding it really, really tough
If
to
you li-
climatize back to the
if you're
earth.
a tarper that listens every day, you would have heard Toni discover that she's actually going to move to live on a houseboat. That was yesterday's episode.
Yeah.
If you're watching on YouTube, there's an episode every day, an audio version, and you can hear Toni discover who she really is in real time.
And yesterday's episode, if you've got to spare 50 minutes, I think
was 2 minutes of comedy and 48 minutes of how do we
Of
get on the house?
logistics
How
chat
do we get
about
on
a
this
houseboat.
Yeah. Well, okay. To answer your question, how long? No, I do some washing. Not much, to be fair. But I have.
Because you know the basics of like,
No, so I
that's
just chuck it
never
up.
been washed before, so I wouldn't put it with something.
I don't do that. I just
Yeah.
wear clothes. To be fair, I'm
just
actually
wear
new to print because usually every single piece of t-shirt
That's
I
fair.
own is just like a plain color.
That's
so
fair.
now that you mention it, it does seem like this is the kind of thing that maybe shouldn't be put in the whites.
Just the first time you wash it, I wouldn't have washed it alone.
But weren't we looking all pretty in pink for the rest of the week there in the
We
UK?
were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Summer pinks.
Summer pinks. Jack Fitz, who listens to the podcast,
Jake fits his dick in my ass. That would really go well on sea. That's all I'm saying. On the water, on the open water.
do you have anything to say about Mike Fitzpatrick from the ABC?
No.
Good.
Who's that?
The guy you've hung out with? Well, he's a Fitz as well.
Don't know if that fits. Haven't tried. Sorry. Nah. Okay, go on.
No, just the Fitz. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Jack Fitz, no relation.
Does he? It's the same show.
And we can spend the next hour milking that joke.
That's too far, I'd say.
Jack Fitz. I've known how to say the alphabet backwards for years, but it wasn't until my uni lecturer today said, "Does anyone know how to say it backwards?" And I went,
I've been playing my whole life for this.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed when people can do that. I can't.
So Jack says it's kind of this party trick that I've been sitting on. And do any other tarpers have any random things that they've had the chance to use? And I thought going into a Friday, going into party time, leaving the land for the last time, let's talk about party tricks.
So this feels a bit like fucked fact energy for me because I love little things like this and I'm so easily impressed. Can you do the alphabet backwards? Sorry, I know that I'm derailing your thing.
It would take me hours and I'd have to go bit by bit. But you go, you're a gun at this stuff. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
ZYXVWTSRQPONMLKJ HGFEDBC. Did I actually do it?
You got 25 right.
What did I do? What did I get wrong?
You said BC at the end. You got right to there and fucked it up. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then you got too cocky with 3 letters to go and fucked it right up.
And everybody knows the ABCs.
Yeah, that was the easiest bit. If you had
That's
said
the
it was
easiest part of the whole thing.
If you had have nailed those 3 and said the others out of order with confidence, we would have gone, okay.
I actually almost
That was pretty
nailed
good.
that.
That was pretty good. Pretty
embarrassing, the part that I did fuck up, though. So I don't have a party trick. What are other people's? I love party. Like, I'm such a sucker for this shit. It's the same how I love magic tricks.
Good.
Like, it's just, I love it.
We're going from Jack Feets to Anita Dixon. And we won't be commenting,
Okay.
will we?
Nah. Anita Dixon. What do you need? Because I need a Dixon. Yeah, mind the gap. Nice shirt, babe.
Is it Jack Feets Anita Dixon or Jack Fitz Dixon and Anita? Just a couple of questions I've come across today. Come across being my friend's name.
No. Across would be the name. I've come across. No. Nah.
Oh, no, go. Please
Yeah.
continue to correct me.
No.
All good though.
Well, yeah, like if their name is come across, I've come across. That's not.
No, that's the.
What did you
that's
say?
Yeah, so I reckon just.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, rewatch it. Skip back 15 seconds and
Yeah.
figure it out. Fuck, we haven't even read her thing because it's pretty fucked. So we're just gonna have to take a breath. And,
Okay.
I used to date a blind guy who would take his glass eye out at parties.
Oh my God.
He wasn't great at putting them back in, so it always looked grim afterwards.
Oh.
Like he's put it back, like just not quite
Oh,
right.
and also because like,
Everyone's had a couple.
yeah, he was blind.
So I used to. Yeah, he wouldn't know. Well, he
No.
would from the other eye.
I was like, you just said they've had a couple. I was like, yeah, he was blind.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Sorry, it's not our best day. We're on land. It
I'm
doesn't
on
feel
the
right.
boat.
Yeah.
In my mind.
So that's a guy that Anita Dixon used to date.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. My now husband has a prosthetic leg, and sometimes he takes it off at parties and uses it as a microphone.
Yeah, because he has a couple, he gets legless. They're welcome on the boat anytime.
Before anyone says anything, no, I don't have a disability fetish. It's just a coincidence.
Oh, Anita.
Anita Dixon.
I love the thought of it being a microphone.
Same.
Everyone's out here. Like, I think that's so funny.
You know how he did tar parking? Which, for those of you new to the pod,
Right.
was basically whoever could do the worst car park would
Yeah.
get a shout out.
Yep.
Is
I think
this?
we sent them merch.
We
to
did.
be
We
fair.
rewarded them, and they were horrific
Oh,
car parks.
good.
Is a fun contest for the weekend is send us a photo of the most random thing you use as a microphone.
I do like
Did
that.
you think I was going to say something about take your leg off?
No, I didn't, but I did.
Challenge for the weekend.
I did think, after all the Anita Dixon and the Mike Fitz jokes, I wondered where it was going.
Challenge for
Yeah.
the weekend. Try and fit a dick in. So, in today's
See what you
episode
can use
thread
as a
in
microphone.
Facebook, send through a photo of you using something that's not a micro, and it can just be you holding it up like
Yeah.
for a lull.
Yeah.
Because I was about to go grab that cactus that's behind you, but
Don't.
then I realized it's a
It's a
cactus.
cactus. What could I use? I'm just thinking about all the things that
Pippa?
I've got on my houseboat that I could use as a microphone. Maybe I could find some shells because I'm on the sea.
Seashells, she sells by the seashore.
Exactly right. You've always said that.
Amber Clark said, I can sing Mary Had a Little Lamb with my mouth closed and you can still hear all the words.
What? I'm sorry. Should I
Surely
be,
that's not that hard.
Am I
Can you-
impressed by that?
No,
I
are we
don't
supposed
get
to be
it.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be
get it.
impressed by. Do you want to, let's see how hard it is for the regular person.
Oh, okay.
Go on.
My mouth's closed.
You can still hear all the words. Oh my God.
I'm so talented.
Oh, wow. Wow. Bree says, how shit does a party have to be for you to have to do a trick? Great point.
Oh, Bree. Just because you don't have a trick.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
something.
things losers say.
Yeah. That's not something that someone with a good trick would need to say.
Exactly right.
Tarati, my mum taught me and my siblings how to fit our fists in our mouth. And at parties, she would yell, party trick, and all four of our siblings would go,
Okay.
okay,
I can't do it.
finally, I've got 3 party tricks because I don't want to be mean.
3.
There's 3 here,
Oh.
and you're going to choose which one that you're going to attempt to finish off this bit.
I've already nailed 2.
I know, that's why we're going for the trifecta.
Trifecta.
Number 1, Claire can pronounce that Welsh town that's like
Oh, yeah. Like 9,000.
Yeah, I've got it
letters
written
long.
here. So it's just Claire said it a few times. It'll be like in pub trivia, and it's like
Oh, that's good.
Rachel can put an entire face of makeup on with only her boobs.
Like on is it on The Breakfast Club where she puts the lipstick on with her
So,
with her boobs?
I don't know why
Molly Ringworm?
I thought
Molly
that-
Ringwald.
Molly Ringworm.
That's a joke from Community and I forgot the real name.
It's like you've used the Scary Movie
Yes,
name instead of the
reference.
Scary.
Yeah.
And Kate Hill said, I can cross my ankles behind my head.
Okay.
She says, bit of a waste of a talent because there's only one person that gets to see it.
At a time. Okay, I don't have any makeup with me, but I do have a lip balm. I could do the makeup one. I could try that.
Okay, you're not wanting to try the ankles behind the head or pronouncing the town? We could do all three at once.
I could try the lip balm one.
Okay, do we have a lip? Let's
I
go.
could
I know
get-
because from last Friday, there's the contentious lip. Can you just grab the white lip balm?
Sophie, on my desk, there's a red lipstick-looking lip balm. It's like a tube.
Don't get the wrong one, mate.
Don't
You
get
could
the
end
wrong
up on a
one.
fucking podcast.
Yeah, and that would be terrible.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like Rachel Cover, Toni will now apply makeup using her boobs.
Okay, ready?
For those of you listening, it is not going well. You look great. I'm going to try and fit my Dixon into that. That's how good you look.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I think I'll stick with the ABC.
Yeah, well, Mary had a little
Mary had a little
lamb. Good.
Little lump. She has a little lump.
It's Sarah from the Gold Coast, and you're listening to Toni and Ryan.
A massive shout out to a few of our champion tarpers over at our Patrons. Bunch of people with party tricks over there, I must say.
Some party guys there for sure.
I'm so sorry.
okay?
I've had a rough day on the boat. Helen DeMellon. Good on you, Helen. Reese Rao, Helen Tebbs. 2 Helens. Oh, they've been to Helen back. Elizabeth Waring and Constantino.
The Constantino?
I don't know. But
2 Helens and a magician. Wow.
that sounds like the beginning of such a joke.
Yeah.
2 Helens and a magician walk into a houseboat. And it's mine. Welcome.
Toni
Hi.
lives there.
Would you like a drink?
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We do really appreciate it.
And watching it.
And today is available on YouTube if you want to watch it. And if you're watching on YouTube and we're new to YouTube, we've actually got 700 episodes, a big juicy back catalogue, and we have an audio version 5 days a week. So come over and join us. Just search for Toni and Ryan on the podcast app.
You'll have a great time.
It's actually awesome. You can learn a lot about houseboats on this podcast.
Whoa.
Should we change the name of it?
House boatcast?
Yeah, with Toni and Ryan.
What about instead of like Hell in a handbasket, it's like Hell in a houseboat?
Yes.
And then the 2 Helens make sense as well. Also, very shamelessly, please vote for us in the People's Listeners' Choice Award in the Australian Podcast Awards.
Yep.
All the links are kind of around, but
Yep.
make sure that if you vote, you get a little email. Make sure you hit confirm.
Yeah.
Vote.
And we want to win it.
We want to win it.
Yeah.
Because if we win it, we might then be able to get a houseboat.
I think that's the prize.
Well, that would be a great
Is
prize.
there a prize?
I don't think so.
Besides ego?
Besides
Besides knowing I'm better than everyone else?
well, that's,
That's obviously not what it is.
yeah. I mean, for some people it is.
Actually,
Yeah.
you're right. For some people it is, but
Yeah.
for us, we
But
don't
they're
care.
not humble people with houseboats.
No. I'd rather be chill on a boat.
Oh, and you've always said that.
Yeah.
And my lifelong dream since yesterday is owning a houseboat. And now this is the person I am.
Yeah.
But you know what? Maybe a problem you wouldn't have to worry about if you lived on the ocean.
Ooh.
Bin chat.
I think maybe that's the ultimate problem.
Is it? Well, yeah, because you got to take it somewhere. You can't just throw it off the boat.
No.
Obviously.
Right?
Like
Toni?
Obviously. We've talked about bin chat as a concept throughout the podcast quite a lot of times.
Yeah.
We've talked about the logistics of what day bin day is, how sometimes it's not weekly, and overflowing your bin, and also when it's okay to ask your guests that come over for New Year's whether it's okay if they take some rubbish home with them because your bins are full.
We haven't discussed that. Toni has said that and been...
I did get shamed for that one. It was necessary. Our bins are full and it was not the right time. Anyway.
If you go to someone's house and they say, can you take some garbage home with you? Have they been back since, Josh and Bree?
They haven't actually. And they've just moved to the US for a few months. So don't
you know
think they'll
why?
be coming back.
To get the fuck away from you.
Well, I'll see him soon. I'll cruise over there on my houseboat across the 7 seas.
Well, it's just one big one, but
like that's just what us sea folk say. Anyway, so there has been a lot of bin chat on this podcast, and I thought this was a perfect place to bring a little dilemma that I have at the moment. Recently,
am I about to get outed? Is someone being outed? I feel nervous.
You're being very defensive.
I am.
Why?
I'm nervous.
What bin crimes have you committed?
Oh, but I'm just always binning stuff, and I'm nervous.
What bin crimes have you committed? Why are you getting so defensive?
No, I am defensive.
Why are you being defensive?
I don't want to answer in case I incriminate myself. But please continue.
But only a guilty person would feel like they were about to be incriminated.
Yeah.
What have you done?
Well, I won't say.
No, you have to say.
Because imagine if I say and you go, oh, no, not that.
Well, this is a safe space.
It's the opposite of a safe space. It's bin shamed. Energy. No.
You just shamed me quite a lot.
Well, you know how I said I would put the bins out here at work and then never did it?
Yeah. Sophie, our producer Sophie, is now doing that.
Yeah.
Just like whenever you shame me about the plants being dead, Sophie now waters them, not me.
Yeah.
Sophie, you're going to have to take some more jobs on.
There's a sign in our office that says, it's Monday, take the bin out. And then then it's crossed out and says Tuesday
and
or maybe Wednesday. Because we still don't really know what day. Sophie, do you know what day it is?
I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday.
Oh, I thought it was Thursday. No, is Wednesday the day we take it out or is Wednesday the day it comes?
Wednesday we take it out.
So put it out on a Wednesday, it gets emptied on a Thursday morning.
Okay, yeah, okay. It's gone down the week as we go. By the end of the year, it could be Sunday.
And I haven't reprinted the sign. I've just crossed it out with Sharpie every time.
Times,
yeah. Every time we go, no, I don't think it was out. Yeah. And then I go, what day did it go? We go, I don't know. The bin's been on the curb for 4 days.
Yeah.
So we don't know which one it actually got taken out of.
The bin's been out the front for 3 weeks.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Anyway, no, I actually am not coming for you.
Great.
I'm also not confessing a crime of my own.
Okay.
This is an external crime that's been committed against me. Recently, we had some tradies at the house doing some stuff for us.
Yeah. Tradies.
And I don't really know the legalities around this, so I need some advice. So everybody listening, everyone watching on YouTube, feel free to comment. You, Ryan, Sophie, I guess as well.
I need
everybody.
All ready.
Because they left for the day.
Yeah.
And went, oh, hope you don't mind. So they'd been working there all day.
Yeah.
They go, oh, as a throwaway comment, hope you don't mind. We popped a couple of things in your bin. And I went, oh, okay, yeah. I checked both bins and they were chock a fucking block.
Of what?
Of random packets of stuff that they used and offcuts of shit and just all of the packaging from the materials that they used and things like that. My question is, what are the legalities around that? Are they allowed to socially do that?
Well, I don't think it's socially. I think it's professionally because they're building something.
Yeah.
I think, okay, so one time we had, that was gardening and stuff, and they ended up hiring a mini skip.
Yeah.
But then I go, oh, how much is that? And they go, oh, it's this much for the day. And I kind of go, oh, is there a way we can not do that?
Sure.
So my question is, did you provide a mini skip or anything for the stuff?
Well,
or?
no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I didn't know that would be something. But the last time Tracy's at the house, so Benny, when he made that furniture for us, we got a beautiful bench seat made.
He took all his scraps away.
He took all of his rubbish away. Because I'm really torn because I'm like, is this just something you're supposed to expect? Is this what people do? And then they go, oh, Mum popped a few things in your bin. And I was like, in my mind, it was a Wednesday, right? And I was like, oh, the bins just went out yesterday, so that's fine. But they were full. They'd filled my bin back up.
All right, so
then what am I supposed to do?
It's clear to me that they don't live in the same world as you because Tony like default is like 99% of that bin is getting filled up.
Oh, our bin gets full every week. Yeah.
So they must be living in La La Land in some kind of world where people have just got spare bin space.
No one does. Have they never listened to this podcast? Bins, there's a hot commodity, bin space.
Yeah.
But I think that like
were you so you're shocked? You were.
So they left
because I think it's fine. I think it's fine, but
popping a few things in the bin is not filling up 2 bins.
Yeah.
Like that is just not the same thing. And so I'm like, is there...
Did you call them out?
No, I didn't. But if the option of like, we'll get a mini skip so that we can get all of our things taken out, I think don't give me the option. Just say that's part of the cost. Work it into the cost.
Yep.
Because then when you got an option, you went, oh, well, I don't really want to pay a few $100s for that thing.
Yeah.
But also like, I think that the cost of doing your work is like if built into what it costs is you disposing of your rubbish. But now like you filled up my bins,
all right,
which feels just like so offensive
and invasive.
And like now what am I supposed? I took some rubbish to my sisters. I brought some rubbish here. Like because if they were fucking full, what was I supposed to do?
Okay, business chat. No.
You can't call me out here.
I'm not calling you out. Although you did say, tell me what you think. So heaven forbid.
Oh, no. True.
Just
business chat. Business chat.
When you found out that those tradies had filled your bins, just look inside your soul. What was your first thought? It feels like it was shock, disbelief,
it was probably like,
frustration.
Fuck, they've filled the bin up.
And when you saw our boy Benny, who did some stuff at your place, and he took his stuff with him, well, were you just like, oh, what a good dude?
Yeah, well, because when because I was like, oh, do you need a hand with anything? He goes, oh, no, we'll take all that with us.
And you just go, oh, it's so freeing.
Well,
it's as if I feel like I'm on a houseboat because I'm so relaxed.
Well, there was part of it though where I was like, oh, what a great thing that you do.
So,
and I, in my mind, probably use the term like value add. I'm like, oh, how good. I don't have to worry about that.
So this is where bins in this chat comes in.
Yeah.
If you needed something Benny related, wouldn't you just get straight back on the blower?
Oh, 100%.
Because he just left you with this good feeling.
Great taste in your mouth.
He didn't have to do it, but he did because he's a good dude. Now, if you needed the other guys, has that left a bit of a sting? Have you gone, oh?
They were so great at the rest of it.
Oh,
and
look
the
at her
only
backtracking.
no.
Look
And
at
the
her back.
only thing that made me go, was the bins.
And look at us now, days
but
later.
That gave me it left a lasting impact because I was like, it's now impacted other parts of my life. I'm thinking about, well, where am I going to scurry rubbish to?
Yeah.
Our neighbours have been away for 6 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And we've been like, checking on their house and stuff. And now they're back. And so I can't even put all the extra rubbish in their bins.
Have you been filling their bins all this time?
No, I actually haven't. But
Oh,
I've been.
righto.
No, I actually didn't think about
They've
it
been
until
away
now.
since the bin day on July 5th.
No, we heard them. We heard
Give or
them
take.
come home the other day, and I was like, "Oh, they're back! Thank God! Like, awesome, they're home safe."
And did they come
then,
over and say everything all good with the house? And you go, yeah, except these fucking guys keep turning up and putting
people
stuff,
keep putting stuff in
your bin.
So that's so weird. If there's any Domino's boxes stuffed at the bottom,
It was like
that was them.
these cardboard boxes that look like they belong in that new thing I just got.
Yeah. Us watching a new TV and being like, "Oh, a Sony Bravia box cut up in your bin. That's weird."
I feel the frustration with you, but I also, I don't know.
I just would like to know where people sit on the scale of like, is this kosher? Like, is this actually okay? Because I don't think it is.
Haven't we all been taught, and maybe this is a Australian thing, or maybe this is my family, but you leave a place
Leave
like
it better than you found it.
Yeah.
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 Which is why I asked Josh and Bree to take their rubbish with them, and you didn't like that. And
No,
you've
that's
actually
different.
just
That is different.
you've just
No, that is
advocated for
different.
that way of life.
Well, then
so,
why did they move to America to get away from you?
Yeah, okay, that doesn't add up. That must be unrelated.
Oh, guys, I have some news. You know how last week we had a meeting at that place?
Yeah.
We got a review.
What?
Because like it's similar with the Airbnb. You know, it's like I reviewed their place and they reviewed
Where
us.
did you? What you have
Because
an
I found it
account?
through a website or whatever. Like it was a Workspace.
What was the review?
And it said, Ryan, Toni, and Sophie were a delight. They left the room sparkling clean, just like they found it. Would happily host again, said Jacinta.
Jacinta's invited on the houseboat. There's just no other way of putting it.
Yeah. And hasn't that left a nice taste in your mouth?
Oh, and we already were like, we would come back and work here for the day again. Except for that guy that came in and tried to play music. That was a bit random. He goes, I'm part of a church group and we play the ukulele.
Ukulele.
Would you like us to come in and play some music? And we went, oh, thank you. No, thank you.
2 questions for people
So
today.
kind.
1, should tradies take their rubbish? And 2, is it normal for when you're in a work meeting for a guy to walk in off the street and threaten you to play a ukulele at you with his church group?
And he goes, I've just hopped off the tram and saw you guys in here and I thought I'd offer you a beautiful offering.
Do you mind if we play some music in here? I go, we're actually in the middle of a meeting right now, bud.
And he goes, oh, can you rent this place out? And we went, yeah, we don't own it though. And he goes, do you have how much is it? And I was like, yeah, I don't know.
So we've rented it out. And he goes, so should I bring the whole band in?
And he's like, yeah, well, I'm Damien, by the way. And so lovely to meet you guys. And Sophie and I were like, is this happening? That was crazy.
I wonder where Damien is now.
Playing ukulele in that
For
room.
someone, yeah.
For Jacinta. Jacinta goes 5 stars on the ukulele, Damien. Good on you.
Welcome back anytime.
I've got to love to see it
Go
here. And it is a bit tradie related. Someone's given up the tradies and decided to do a job themselves.
Okay.
Just sent you a photo of this in a Facebook group that I've get sponsored on Facebook all the time. Nikki says, I'm about to cry. Today is my husband and I's anniversary and my husband's out of town and I was going to surprise him by finishing up the tile job in our master bathroom that's been delayed for 2 years. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to do this for him before he gets back. What a great treat.
That is a great treat because wouldn't you just walk back in and go, oh my God,
How
incredible.
Good. Anyway, I've just sent you a photo of what it looks like.
Yep.
Nikki says the grout I used to set it dried way too quickly. It's black and it actually looks like a shower from the movie Saw.
I was about to say it looks like Saw.
It looks like a grimy horror movie
It looks
scene.
like a place that you don't leave alive.
And Nikki said, I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm so stressed. I can't afford to hire someone like to redo it. Does anyone know what I can do? The post has 1.3 thousand reactions on it
so
of people trying to help and
yeah.
stuff. And the top comment with 8,500 likes
Don't you love that?
is from V. And it says, put on lingerie and sit in the middle of it. He won't even notice. And I read that and I pissed myself. I thought that was just like so silly and cute. And then the original poster, Nikki, was like, thank you for giving me a laugh. Like, I'm really stressing about it. Yep. And other people were giving really good people were like, oh, I'm a Tyler of fucking 40 years. I can help you with that and whatever.
Oh, good
so people were really getting around it. But that. I thought that was really sweet and funny.
Second top comment, Toni Lodge just moved to a houseboat.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, it's me commenting from my burner account. Well, don't get a bloody tradie and they'll fill up your bins.
Yeah.
I'm that guy on Facebook now.
You might have a fuck shower, but at least your bins aren't full.
At least your bins aren't full.
Of all the new terms that we've come up with here at the Toni and Ryan podcast over the last 3 years.
Lenergy, that's a fresh one.
That's a fresh one, Lenergy. What do you think is the most fucked? And so feel free to, if there's one that comes to mind that's fucked.
Probably, what's the one? Population paste.
Got it in one, sister.
I'd fucking take your population patient in one.
You might take it in one, but you won't say it in one.
My bin's full.
I'll fill your bin.
Yeah. You see my dump truck, my thick butt.
When you move onto their houseboat, the people on the other ships won't be the only seamen you see.
Things you can say on a houseboat and also in the bedroom.
James Lynch
Hi, James.
as a tarper.
G'day, Jimmo.
And
Jimmo. Fucking hell.
Jimmo went to see Lynchy, the big JL. Went to see Bianca Del Rio's show
the
recently.
drag queen.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they had a Q&A at the end. And I think when you
Cool.
go to the show, everyone writes their questions and puts them in, and she just like pulls out a few and
Amazing.
answers the question. And Big Jimbo he just thought for a lolly put it in the box, like never expecting it to get read out.
And they never do. Your questions never, ever get read out.
I actually regret this. You'll have to see it. G'day, Bianca. Whilst tucking, have you ever accidentally or otherwise squirted your own population paste into your own asshole? The whole crowd died from laughter at just like the graphicness of that
I
question.
also love the little caveat while tucking or otherwise. Like, it's just in general, have you?
Oh, I think accidentally or like, was it an accident or like maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but
They nearly died from laughing, as did the rest of the audience. And it was like an actually great moment because they, like we did, discovered that term and everyone just had to
term.
like take a breath and fucking.
also Bianca Del Rio is not Australian.
Right.
And that is a very Australian sounding
G'day,
question.
mate, the population paste.
Even the g'day mate at the top as well really makes it. That is hilarious.
I had to explain, like, who's asked this? And there's this podcast in Australia and someone sent it in and blah, 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 blah. The whole crowd.
They talked about us.
The whole crowd had a big time laughing. And then Bianca said, well, we've all learned something here today. But to answer your question, yes, I have twice.
Oh, wow. Love it.
So do with that information what you will.
Have a great weekend. If
Don't-
you tell us about your party trick next week,
Yeah, so what I
I
did.
figured out how to come in my own asshole. Sorry.
Tony,
Sorry.
please in
That's allowed in the houseboat community.
please in the Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, come and join us.
What are you about to ask for?
No, it's the microphone.
The microphone.
And
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
use that.
Oh, no.
That
No.
would be a funny one though. Not for the internet.
Could I use yours for a photo?
Hey, you know how that-
Reporting live.
You know how
it's
there's-
wet down here.
you know how the Hawthorn Football Club social media team is the best, and they've
Yes.
got that tiny little microphone.
tiny microphone.
That's what it would be.
I still want to do it.
Okay. Watch this space.
Sophie, you don't have to take the photo. She does. Redacted. Love you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have an amazing weekend. And like we said, if you need to catch up, 700 fucking episodes to listen to, keep across it. I'll work on my sign off for next week.
Okay.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.